And welcome back to the journey to the FarLands. Let's see. Looks like I've got everything in order here. Duck out of here, make sure there's no unpleasantries about. And head to the west. Alright. Starting out as usual. Let's not go swimming right away. It looks like I don't have a choice. Anyway, starting out as usual, the world size report. Windows reports the journey to the FarLands world save as being 859 megabytes. Minecraft reports 861.6. And the spider is dead. As is the chicken. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, the only good chicken is a sandwich. Anyway, we are progressing and making progress and so on, heading onwards towards the FarLands. Well, it's been kind of a slow, dreary weekend. The kind where you don't sleep very much, because what little sleep you do get is not very good. And in my case, that sleep problem has to do with this flu / cold / I don't know what the heck it is that has been plaguing me for the last couple of weeks. It kind of leaves you with very little energy, and what energy you do have, you spend coughing and hacking and throwing up and just generally feeling miserable. And no matter how much you try to, whatever you try to do to make it go away, just doesn't seem to do very much. I mean, I've done all the required things. You know, they tell you to, you get plenty of rest and drink lots of fluids and all that. And I've had so much water and coffee and everything else that I would drink, so much so that I very frequently slosh when I move now, and that's no fun. Let's see. Sleep, on the other hand, has been kind of hard to get, because every time I go to sleep, I end up waking up within a half an hour to an hour with a lot of coughing. Oh, holy death trap. Anyway, a lot of coughing and gagging and, the whole wonderful thing that you do when you wake up after a night of your sinuses being traitors. And mine have been very traitorous. So much so that I have kind of almost forgotten what it's like to breathe free and clear and easy instead of having to almost fight for every breath. Well, you know how it is. You've all been there. It's just, oh boy. And on top of that, my situation is complicated by the fact that I can't really sleep laying down. As a matter of fact, I have not been able to sleep completely laying down and stretched out the way a normal human being would do since, around 1997, when I was in the car accident that messed up my arm. Ever since then, I've had to be propped up by a huge stack of pillows or something like that, and then with this kind of thing is going on, it gets even worse, and I have to prop myself up into pretty much a sitting position. Try sleeping when you're sitting straight up. Not easy, I guarantee you. Anyway, slowly but surely, I think I am finally starting to get over the worst of this mess. I would be very glad and grateful to finally be over all of it. And hopefully that'll happen. Anyway, well, let's see. I'll be able to come up with something that isn't quite so downering and depressing and so on as all of that. Let's see. Yes, there's a new game on the horizon. A game by an indie developer, and this game is called Banished. It is a kind of a sandbox city building game where you take some settlers and you're starting out with just settlers. In hard mode, you start out with settlers. It's like, I think it's 4 people or 4 families or something like that. And what all they have is a cart full of supplies. And you take that and you start out with that and you build a town. And if you're good and you're successful, you build a city out of all of that over a period of years. And I've seen some video gameplay about it. And oh boy. Well, you can tell this is fresh generation. The lava has set the trees on fire. 1.7.3 surface lava wasn't all that super common, so how about that? Now, can I get out of here without getting burned alive? An important consideration. Alright. Anyway, so I've seen a bunch of video about this, some trailers that the game developer has made, and in the last few days there's been a few Let's Plays get started, and I personally can hardly wait to get my hands on this thing, because I love this sort of building slash strategy slash micromanage everything to death type game. I love it. It's great, and it's been a long time since I've seen a good one like this come along, and what I've seen of the Banished videos so far, the gameplay trailers from the developer, Biffa 2001 has started an LP in this game, and I personally can't wait to get a hold of it myself. The video I have seen is very, very good. The development looks really good, and it's just loaded with a lot of potential. I can't wait to get a hold of this thing and get doing something with it. So look for that to come up sometime fairly soonish, because as soon as I can get a hold of it, I'm going to start doing something with it. I guarantee you that. It's really, really looking good. And I'll have a link in the description, if I remember, to the developer's website and Biffa's videos. He's got 3 episodes out now, I believe it is. In the first 2, he kind of goes through the in-game tutorials to basically show how things work and some of the things that you can do and so on. And it's all looking really very good right now, and I will be starting up something with it just as absolutely soon as I can get a hold of it. Let's see. For those that have asked, there have been people that have asked me about the Hermitcraft FTB server and what's going to be going on there. And all I know for certain is that a reset is planned, as soon as a new updated mod pack can be decided upon for certain. And I think that should probably be soon, but I'm not going to commit beyond anything like that because I'm not the decision maker there. Alright, let's get through this first night. I should probably make some new torches soon. Oh, come on. Doggone it. I knew that sun was down. And now it's back up. All right. Proceeding onward. How is my wood supply and so on right now? Let's see. Got plenty of coal. Not very much planks. Maybe I should chop a tree or two the next time I get the opportunity. Say as I pass this one up here. And I'll go ahead and grab this one as a nice, convenient, handy way to get down to the ground. There. Wood problem solved. No thank you. Alright, anyway. Progressing onward. And it looks like it's boatward time. Well, let's see. So the Hermitcraft FTB thing should be happening sometime soon-ish, and that's, I'm sorry, that's the best I can say right now. I'm kind of looking forward to it myself, just to get started in some new stuff. This time around I want to try to focus on some things that I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to in previous editions. In previous seasons, if you will. And let's see what we can come up with. Let's see. Other Minecraft-ish kind of news. I've been working on a project in my single-player main world, building an iron golem farm. And getting some decent progress done on that. And I should very soon be able to start harvesting considerable amounts of iron from that. And it's a good thing because I'm using up most of my iron in the process of getting it done. Not that one needs to use a whole lot of iron with that, but to use a fair amount. And I just tried to sprint again. Ugh, when am I going to remember to learn? Or learn to remember? Which order is that? Anyway. Anyhow, so things are going along there. And my big project on the Hermitcraft vanilla server is kind of sort of been largely on hold because of how I've been feeling lately. Like, for example, recent videos that I've made in Minecraft have taken an inordinate amount of time to make. One good example is the video I put up last night that I made in my main world. That thing took me 9 hours to record. because I kept having to stop and cough. And by cough, I don't just mean a simple, oh no, nothing nearly that nice and polite and easy to deal with. This was more along the lines of cough so hard that your stomach hurts. Cough so hard and so long that your vision actually grays out. And then for a couple of minutes you can't even see. How's that for a cough? Yeah, I thought so too. It's just a whole lot of too much. And you do that for 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, 10 times a day, and after a while, all you want is for your dreams of sleep to come true. And unfortunately, sleep is still, by and large, a dream. I'm sure it won't stay that way, but sometimes it feels like it's going to stay that way. Hello, creeper. Just in general principles. The only good creeper is a block of TNT. Anyway, I don't know, I seem kind of almost sort of aimless and semi-directionless. I say semi-directionless because my main direction I know. The way I'm going is west. The real west, as in before Notch decided to change where the sun rose and set in beta 1.9 pre-release 4, I believe it was. Never understood why he did that, and I've never agreed with it either. Anyway, trucking onwards here, we got a nice little bit of ice lake to walk across, and greeted by some forest with pumpkins growing wild. In any event, maybe I'll just go around this. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's going to be a convenient way to get up back on the actual land for a ways yet anyhow. Well, anyway, just keeping on. And I've heard how my own voice sounds right now. I know I sound terrible, and I apologize for that, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. My throat is still very raw, like somebody's taken a steel dirt rake and ran it up and down my throat a few times. Well, let's get a couple of more boats here. Get past all of this, and with the sun getting low in the sky, we need to start looking for a place to park for the night. I think such a place may be spawning up ahead of us here. Yeah, I think so. In fact, let's head right on over here. And see what we can do about setting up a hidey hole right in here. Bearing in mind there is cave underneath that I didn't realize was there. Alright, go ahead and close up the opening. Set down the bed. Get a couple of more beds made up for next time. If I can learn to click properly. Let's see, we don't need all of that cobble. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm going to have a bunch of stuff here sitting around, but that's okay. Oh, let's pick up the workbench. There. Alright. That's it for this trip across the world, heading towards the FarLands. Appreciate it if you stop by TinFoilChef.com/donate and consider donating to either the cause for my brother's family or childsplaycharity.org, either one of which is there are donation buttons on the TinFoilChef.com/donate page, and we'll be back again soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.